And so the adventure begins with a 5 a.m. start into a lovely sunrise that morning with clear blue skies, across the Q2 bridge over the Dartford crossing, before getting to Folkestone for the shuttle across to Calais and into France. The shuttle was delayed a little bit in terms of my time. Hello. And because although I was pulled forward, by the time it came to go, it turned out to be about 20 minutes after my original time. Anyway, I thought I'd show you what it was like inside the shuttle, and that's the reason why I don't keep the bike on the back. It's very, very narrow. And after 35 minutes travelling, we're into France and away along the road that will lead to the A26. Yeah, late departure, but now well into France on the A26, which is called the Avenue des Anglais, the English Avenue, in some lovely sunshine. So I'm going to enjoy the trip to my overnight stop before moving on to Toulon tomorrow. And we arrive at my first stop, which is the Aire du Curney, where there is this amazing memorial. It's a memorial pour l'avenir, which means a memorial for the future, where the inscription reads, "So that hope may live beyond the memory of the terrible Boan motorway accident of the 31st of July 1982. And so after some breakfast and a quiet night's sleep, it's back on to the motorway south as we head towards Toulon. In order to make the journey quicker and smoother, I've got a little tag called Bip and Go on the windscreen, which allows me to be debited every time I go through a péage barrier. It's much quicker than stopping and having to pay by card each time I get to the barrier. So onwards. So here we are, well on the way south, Marseille shown, so Toulon is not that far away now. I'm just having to wait before I can get allowed onto the docks, so I managed to park up and just thought I'd have a stroll for about 10 minutes in the port area of Toulon. Looks quite busy, lots of restaurants and lots of craft as well. Anyway, I'll while away the time. I've got to go back in about 20 minutes. They will allow me through the gate then, so let's see what happens next. While I was waiting to board, there was this group of old racing cars which were boarding the ferry towards Bastia. I wonder if they have a motoring event that they are going to. And it was my turn to board the ferry. Quite surprisingly, we was one of the first to be boarding the ferry. I just thought I'd show you what it was like as you get towards the ferry, and again another reason why I didn't put the bike on the back, because that would have increased the van height and it wouldn't allow me into certain places of the ferry. So up the ramp we go, and then into the depth of the ferry. And as you can see, there's the height restriction coming up now, where there are some cars parked on a mezzanine deck floor, and looks like the guy in front doesn't really feel that confident of getting through, but he was well underneath the barrier. So we continue on down the foot ferry right down to the far end, where we are going to make a turn at the far end and then head back to that front or back portion of the ship. So round we go and see what's done on this side is some motorbikes. They're already parked up there and getting strapped into place.
and then I get put into my lane down to the van in front, and in front of those vans is another barrier, which is where there are some cars parked there. So here we go, getting closer, 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 and stop.
Well, we finally boarded, which was good. Actually, I was one of the first to board, so that was made quite a bit of a change to normal. Anyway, so here we are. I've already dropped stuff off in the cabin. The sun's already setting over the French Navy ship, and provides very good views of Toulon in the evening sunshine. So we've got just about 50 minutes before we set sail. You can see there's a little frigate over there as well, by the look of it. It's a bit like a Type 45, but maybe, I don't know if the French have got those. Anyway, so we're on board, and we'll see how this goes. Here's ringside seat over dinner for a sail past of another ferry. Looks pretty much like a near miss to me. Dinner over, so it's back to the cabin for some sleep. Crossing time is around 11 hours, so see you all on the other side.